Don't be fooled by the internet. It's cool to get on the computer, but don't let the computer get on you. It's cool to use the computer. Don't let the computer use you. You all saw The Matrix. There's a war going on. The battlefield's in the mind. The prize is the soul.
All right, what's up, y'all? We live.
We live.
All right, man, we gonna get into this, man. We ain't gonna keep y'all too long. I guess y'all catch it back on a replay, but we gonna get straight into it because we ain't gonna be on there that long. So basically, Russell Simmons, rape accuser, Drew Dixon subpoenas Oprah Winfrey, dragging her into court, yo. So Russell Simmons seems to have dragged Oprah Winfrey into legal turmoil. Drew Dixon, one of the women who accused the Def Jam mogul of sexual offense, including rape, has subpoenaed the TV legend in a defamation case against him, demanding Winfrey give evidence and cough up the documents. Because, you know, she was supposed to do that documentary on Russell Simmons, but she somehow backed out, which we gonna play that video as well. But yeah, she's Oprah Winfrey has to go to court. Well, she's been subpoenaed to give up, you know, documents or whatever pertaining to Russell Simmons. So in 2017, the former executive Dixon accused Simmons in New York Times article of raping her in an apartment in 1995. In 2024, she sued Simmons, claiming that he defamed her in 2023 interview by casting doubt on her claims. So, you know, he denied all that. You know, he said, which I'm about to we can get into that now. Let me play the video of Russell Simmons responding to that, you know, to all the sex allegations and stuff. So let's get into this. Man, please make sure y'all hit that like button. If you haven't, subscribe to this channel. Let's get into it.
We definitely appreciate it.
Facts.
There ain't no sound.
Ain't no sound?
Nah.
There we go again. That's I hate dealing with them with this. All right, let me share it again, y'all. Hold on. I don't know what's up with them with this, man. All right, let me know if y'all can hear it.
I dated Sherry Headley from Coming to America.
Yeah.
All right, let me start it over.
Yeah, start it. Yep.
All right, so this is Russell Simmons opened up about the sexual assault allegation, says he only guilty of being a womanizer. All right. Let me get the sound again.
I'm guilty of having been, underwritten, supported, made the soundtrack for, taken advantage of, and lived in a grossly unjust society. I helped write the song "I'm a Hoe" with Houdini. I changed one of the lines into the curse word. I said, y'all niggas can curse after every show, right? I made that. I made the movie How to Be a Player, and Bill Bellamy played me. So I know what I'm guilty of. And I've been unconscious as a playboy. And today the title is appropriate, womanizer. So I'm guilty of that. And, you know, back then I thought it was a game. I was watching Boomerang recently. All right,
let me go to the next slide.
I dated, if you remember the 80s, and you must remember Robin Givens, and I had a crush on, I had a great relationship with Ray Don Chong, and I fell in love with Troy Bayer. I dated Sherry Headley from Coming to America. I went out with Stacey Dash. There were no Black actresses that I didn't date. They're my friends today. Also the Dutch and German and French and Angolan and Tanzanian and South African supermodels. I went out every night and I looked for new girls to date, and almost all of them are my friends today. In fact, everyone I mentioned, certainly, and all the ones I'm referring to when I talk about supermodels from all over the world, these are my friends today, and they don't have the experience of me being the monster that the movie makes me to be. Mm-hmm. So I was thrilled that Oprah took on this movie, because I thought, well, it's impossible for Oprah, who has so much integrity, I dated, if you remember the 80s, and you must remember Robin Gibbons. There's a great
So keep in mind that him and Oprah was friends at one point in time. So let's continue.
Friends.
here who told me that the teacher told me that God would sort it out. And I said to the teacher, would God come in the form of an investigative journalist? And so enter Queen Oprah, who herself is an investigative journalist.
Mhm.
And I said, it's absolutely no way she's going to go forward when I present her with 30 witnesses or so who came forward after they saw their friends and children and parishioners on television. And so I felt very confident she'd walk away. She walked away, and she did say that the stories had inconsistencies, not one, but all stories, all three girls who were the lead. The stories should not have been printed based on the information I've given. And NBC, New York Magazine, CNN, and many people have passed on those stories. And there's a great teacher here on the Oprah and Apple. So I'm sorry that the movie is out, but at the same time, I'm glad they had their moment to say what they wanted to say. I could never say that someone doesn't feel victimized. 30 years ago, these stories are 25 to 40 years old. I can't say someone doesn't feel victimized. I can tell you that I don't feel that I victimized them. And how can I say that? I took 9 separate 3-hour lie detector tests by 2 separate teachers. Polygraph and the Oprah and Apple.
All right, so this is Drew Dixon. She said, teaching your daughters to have boundaries, to say no, won't protect them from a rapist like Uncle Rush. I said, no, stop, please. I'm begging you. And I cried while you ripped off my clothes, pinned them down, and told me to stop fighting. F-U-C-K all the way off. All right, she continued, said, to be clear, Charlemagne the God, Breakfast Club, your boy Uncle Russ was stone cold sober when he raped me. He tricked me and said he ordered me a car and told me to pick up a demo while I waited. Minutes later, he emerged naked, wearing a condom, and he raped while I said no, fought off and cried. All right, so let me switch over to this real quick. Let's see if I can switch over to this. Hold on. All right, this is her speaking about it on the podcast.
So is this a criminal case or a civil case? Because this sounds like this should be a criminal case.
Criminal, yeah, it sounds like it should be criminal, but it's civil, I think. Yeah,
See?
Let me know if y'all can hear this.
Use Russell.
Yeah, we can hear it.
All right.
Great. I didn't tell that many people about what happened with Russell. I thought it was just me until the Me Too movement started and 2 women came forward. I was like, oh my God, he's a serial predator. Like, I never understood. I was like, why did he snap on me? Like, why did he do that to me?
All those years, you thought it was just you?
Yeah. He grabbed me. He's naked. He's wearing a condom. I'm now alone with him, and he is a different version of him than I have ever seen before in my life. We had to defend our involvement in a film that Oprah had dropped at the last minute.
She felt that there were inconsistencies.
And I would like to know what those inconsistencies are.
You mentioned that you would like an apology. You feel like you're owed that from Oprah. What do you want from Russell?
Oof. Tough.
Money.
All right, so that's
money.
TV.
She want money.
All right, so that's
money.
Yeah, of course, it's always the money. All right, so this is Oprah on CBS in the morning. Gayle King explaining why she backed off the documentary about Russell Simmons. So let's go ahead and get into this. Smash that like button if you can. Dog head, yeah.
57. Why? She's going to reveal her new book club selection. She's in the middle of her 2020 Vision Your Life in Focus tour, promoting wellness all around the country. Her special guests so far have included Amy Schumer, Lady Gaga. There's more to come with Dwayne Johnson. Tina Fey was there, First Lady Michelle Obama, and actress Tracee Ellis Ross also coming up. So during her recent tour stop in North Carolina last weekend, comedian Amy Schumer was on stage with Oprah to talk about being a new mom.
All right, so let me
And I
go
heard
ahead
that one of your
forward this.
takeaways from all of this was that women are just.
Let me go ahead forward through this, y'all. Hold on.
Yes, I know 2 months is extraordinary.
Yes.
When like that's Elta story about the CEO.
Yes, I know 2 months is extraordinary.
Yeah.
Every year after I had my own
25
employees. 2 months
years.
is a lot.
It is a
So
lot.
we have a lot to talk to you about, Oprah. We're going to start with, because you've been making news lately about the documentary.
I try not to make news.
I
but
know.
okay.
I know Oprah told me last night we had dinner, and she said if I didn't have this book club, I would have called in sick today.
I would have called
I would have called in sick. But I do think it's important for people to hear from you personally, for you to address it. I know that you've released a statement because you decided to take your name off the documentary involving Russell Simmons and his alleged abuse of women. And I think people question, why would Oprah, of all people, do that?
Well, first of all, I just want to say that I have lived Me Too since I was 9 years old and was raped at 9, sexually assaulted from 9 to 14, and then raped again at 14. And nothing is harder than standing up for yourself when you're 14 and not being believed. And I was not believed by my own family. So I stand in support of these women. I believe them. It was a hard decision because I knew that Russell Simmons had started publicly pressuring me and that me pulling out of the documentary was going to look like I was being pressured.
So what do you
He
think?
publicly and privately pressured.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. And so what do I say to that is, for me, and Gail knows this, in all experiences of my life, and particularly when I'm in a crisis, the only question for me is what is the right thing to do
For
And
you.
for me.
Yeah.
And so before the public pressure had started, before Russell had gone with his Instagram, I had gone to the filmmakers and I had said to them, Houston, I think we have a problem here, because new information had come forward the very first time this was announced. And I said, I think we need to pull out of Sundance. And if we can't pull out of Sundance, I'm going to have to take my name off. I don't want to have to take my name off because it's going to be a big hullabaloo.
But you said pull out of Sundance so we can get it right.
Yeah, pull out of Sundance because I don't care about awards. I don't care. I just care about getting it right. And I think there's some inconsistencies in the stories that we need to look at.
Russell Simmons has first of all, he's denied all of the allegations vigorously.
Yeah.
You again have said that you unequivocally support these women.
Yes.
Why are you making it a point to say that, even though you're withdrawing from the?
Because I believe that the women's voices deserve to be heard. And as an executive producer, I also was in a position where I thought some things were not right. I wanted the context of the story to be broadened. I wanted more women brought into the story. And I will say this, that I thought Michelle Miller's story last week with 3 of the women, one of the women had just been added, Alexia Norton Strong, I think is her name. And I had asked that more women be added. When you see the documentary, which I do hope people will see the documentary, I felt that story needed to be broadened. One of the things I said to the producers is, I don't think that deserves to just be a soundbite. And I can honestly say that I learned more about Alexia Norton Strong in Michelle Miller's story than I did in the doc. So I was asking for changes. And let me just say this. I've been an executive producer since the beginning of the Oprah show. And there were many times when people are saying, what's the timeline? Until the thing is on the screen, you have the right to change your mind and make changes. And I remember many times on the show, particularly there was a Columbine story we were going to run for the 10th anniversary. And the night before I pulled it because something about it didn't feel right. And I thought, we are going to cause more school shootings if we put this on the air. So I've always been in the position as an executive producer, if I say I want changes, usually those are done. So what this has taught me is don't put your name on anything that you do not have creative control over.
But some people have perceived this as a victory for Russell.
No.
And Russell.
This is not a victory for Russell, and I unequivocally say that I did not pull out because of Russell. This is not a victory lap for him. I cannot be silenced by a Russell Simmons after all I've been through. And also, I spent 3 years on trial trying to protect the girls at my school who had accused a dorm parent of sexual assault. 3 years on trial, and nobody believed them.
But Oprah, it struck me as odd that some would accuse you of not standing up for women and Black women in particular.
I know, it's ridiculous. To me, that is ridiculous, and also ridiculous to think that I could be intimidated by Russell Simmons. Yeah.
Or anyone.
I don't think anyone, not at this point. I'm about to turn 66.
Yeah, but you ain't go at the Harvey Weinstein though. Where's the Harvey Weinstein documentary? That's what I said. It be favoritism in that industry, boy. Because Harvey Weinstein got accused of all that stuff, and he in jail right now. Oprah and
She
Gail.
could be intimidated. She could be intimidated by the owners of BlackRock. She could be intimidated by the ones who running Israel behind the scenes. She could be intimidated by them.
Yeah.
Let's be real. Let's be real. Who own all this?
Exactly.
Let's be real. Who's behind the power of Oprah and Gail and all these individuals? Who's really running it? The ones who's running the corporations. BlackRock.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? Vanguard, State Street. They running this. They could go and intimidate Oprah as much as they want.
Exactly.
Because they the ones that put these clowns on.
Facts.
To basically be the house Negroes for the rest of the celebrities, black celebrities.
Facts. Yep.
Let's be real, man. Let's be real about this.
Exactly.
She on there talking tough like she ain't owned by Billy Boy Gates and Warren Buffett and all the rest of them that really that's really running these Negroes and having them do their bidding. Because you know it's all about really reducing the black population down. That's all they really do.
That's what that's what Gail and Oprah there to look. Come on now, we know what we seen the pattern of Gail and Oprah when it comes to we seen it. We seen when Kobe died and Oprah and Gail had Lisa Leslie come up there and still try to push the issue that Kobe was a rapist. Yeah, I mean,
when that case was thrown out and it was proven that he was innocent.
Exactly.
And she still tried to bring it up.
She still tried to press that issue with Lisa Leslie. And that's when Snoop went off.
Let's be real, y'all.
That was Gail. That's when Snoop went off, right?
Yeah, Snoop went off. He went off because Gail went at Kobe. And he's like, why y'all coming after us? I thought, you know what I mean? You're supposed to be our people.
I want to call you one. Is it okay if I call her one? Funky dog head, bitch.
Right. Cause you know the truth. Cause she ain't go after Wine. She ain't do no documentary on Weinstein.
She ain't go after Weinstein. Fact. She ain't go after Weinstein.
She ain't do no. Yep.
She ain't go after Epstein.
Nope. She ain't do no documentary on them.
She ain't do nothing on Ghislaine Maxwell.
She only does it on black men.
She only do it on
Michael
black
Jackson.
Yep. You know
what I mean? R. Kelly. You know what I'm saying? And Russell Simmons. That's the only people she like to do documentaries on. Not no Weinsteins, not no Epsteins. None of them. Yep. None of them.
Yeah, like
those the ones that those the ones that can intimidate her.
Right.
Telling some nobody can intimidate me. Yeah, nobody from the black community is intimidating you. But when it comes to the other communities, they tell you whatever they want to tell you, and you do what they tell you to do. That's why you're on top now. And that's just being real. And every other Negro that's on top. When somebody from the upper echelon, the Medici, Orsini, Borgias, any of those, even Rockefeller, Rothschild, any of them come to them. Gates, Buffett, any of those Negro, any of those people come to them and tell Oprah Gail what to do, they gonna be listening.
He said Negro,
and they will get intimidated. Huh?
He said any of them Negroes? Nah, they ain't Negroes.
They operate like Negroes.
But the thing is, yeah, they it's just not. They basically just put in place, to target niggas anyway. So you already know.
That's it. They only there to keep the black celebrity in line, and the black celebrities is the one that and basically control the mind of the day-to-day black person. The celebrities control the mind of the day-to-day black person, and and people like Oprah and all of them, the gatekeepers, they there to control the celebrities that's under them. That's all it is. And niggas fall right into the trap.
Yeah, I think that's
But no, they stuff is getting aired out though. They stuff is getting aired out because a lot more people are starting to wake up to their deception. A lot more people starting to wake up to their deception.
Real quick.
Look how bad that Hawaiian thing that when she tried to get the Rock and all, and when they with the trying to get people to donate for the Hawaii disaster, had 2 billionaires up there trying to get money out of the people. You know what I'm saying? Look at the bad rep that she got for that, or the stuff that people brought up about the schools over there in Africa that she owns. People bringing that stuff up, and we don't really know what happened with any of that, but we heard a lot.
Yeah,
We heard a lot of alleged stuff went on at those schools in Africa. We don't really know for sure what went on, but
did a video on that. Matter of fact, let me see if I can pull that joint up. Let me see if I can pull it. Before I do that, real quick, let me get to this. Hold on.
She could be intimidated. Talking about something, she can't be intimidated by it. Man, she could be intimidated by the ones who gave her the approval to be the executive producer of the Oprah Winfrey Show. Because we see what happens when you don't follow the rules. You end up like Roseanne. You literally lose a show that you wrote and produced yourself, and they end up changing the name to the Connors. Because Roseanne was out there talking the truth. And then you see how quick they took her show from her. You see how quick they took Bill. You see how quick they, you know what I mean, came after Bill. So yeah, you can be intimidated.
Let me see if I can pull this up. Hold on. Let me see.
Man, let's be real, man. All these motherfuckers is controlled, man. They all controlled. Because they wouldn't have the positions that they're in if they wasn't controlled.
Yeah, absolutely.
Because you see when they try to do something unauthorized, you see how the system come at them.
Oh, yeah, when they go off script?
Yeah, when they go off script, like with Diddy with Diageo or Bill Cosby trying to buy NBC. You know what I'm saying? Or what's the name? Jake Prince and Suge and all them trying to start their own distribution company outside of the big label. Or Michael Jackson trying to buy Marvel before Disney did. Y'all see how you see what they do. They come after you. So yeah, you could be intimidated. It's just that you just follow the script. That's why you in the position that you are now. You follow the script that they laid out for you.
Oh, she was intimidated when that stuff came out about that school and she was catching all that backlash.
Right.
She's intimidated.
And supporting that Ozempic stuff that was out. She backed off of that real quick because people was really getting messed up from that. And then she went out and tried to do some damage control. I don't support drugs and all that, man.
And people still taking it.
Oh well, of course people, because that's vanity. It is, yeah. People who's taking it, who's not even diabetic and just trying to take it for weight loss. Yeah, that's the crazy part right there. But you see how fast she backed off of that.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Man, it's wild out here.
Yo, make sure y'all hit that like button too. You just tuning in. Go ahead and hit that like button. Well, we wasn't trying to keep y'all too long anyway on this.
Yeah.
Definitely, this video is sponsored by 90 Day Herbals though. Make sure y'all definitely support the shop. Head over there.
Thanks.
You know what I mean? And shop with us. We got sea moss. We got natural CBD. We got detoxes on there. We got hair care and skincare products on there as well. Okay, go ahead and drop the link. I was trying to see if I said this, but
yeah, we definitely appreciate all of y'all who've been shopping with us, man. We definitely been getting y'all packages out there. Y'all know we got the highest quality products, natural products in the game. For sure.
Let's see. All right. Yeah, all right. I was trying to see if I could find it, but I couldn't even find it. So,
which one was you looking for?
No, I was looking for the video that we did on Oprah in that school and shit, but I forgot which one it was. I think I had mentioned it in one of the videos that I did, but I forgot which one it was. But it's all good. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, a lot of people know about that. Yeah,
everybody should know about the school situation with Oprah and that shit.
I'm gonna be honest with you. people been like people from the black community then stopped rocking with Oprah like that. I mean, of course, you still got a lot of people who do, but there's more people who don't probably now these days.
Right.
And I mean, and you know, that happens when people get in those positions anyway on top, because you know, in our community, we don't really like to see people on top anyway. And then some of these people on top be doing stuff for us not to like them anyway. So it's like it's just, man, it's all, everything is true at once, man.
Yeah,
it's all true at once.
That's true.
Cause we all sitting back wondering why she ain't do no documentary on her buddy Weinstein. When she was out there trying to get Michael Jackson and R. Kelly and Bill Cosby. Cause she definitely, you realize they was behind all of that?
Yeah.
Realize how she had words for Bill Cosby and R. Kelly and all of them, everybody except Weinstein. Why is that?
She mentioned him in passing. She did mention Weinstein, but it wasn't, it wasn't like she mentioned the other characters. She wasn't on Weinstein like she was on Russell and and Bill.
And like you said, she was so-called friends with Russell Simmons back in the day.
Yeah, but and the thing is, she was also friends with Harvey Weinstein, so that's what I don't understand.
Exactly.
I don't get it. I just don't get it. But I mean, I get it, but we just know that certain communities they gonna protect.
Mama Affordable says she really nasty to our people. Yeah.
Monique exposed that.
Facts.
How she did Monique family, had them on there without her consent.
Right.
Without even letting her know, you know what I mean? Had a whole family on there. Went behind her back and had Monique whole family on there. A rapist brother. You know what I'm saying? Her mama. Had her mama on there.
She'll stab you in the back real quick.
Had her sisters on there. That's crazy.
She'll stab you in the back real quick.
Yeah,
but then again, most of those individuals in the industry are like that. They stab each other in the back. Because that's what they're made to do. This whole system needs to collapse. All of it needs to, especially the whole entertainment industry. The whole entertainment industry needs to collapse.
You just need it's getting a whole new makeover anyway. So I don't really think it needs to collapse. It's getting a whole new makeover. We just went through, the plan that they plan to do with the AI generated shit anyway. So
it getting the makeover. It getting the makeover is like putting perfume on a pig. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, but
it needs to be done with. It needs to collapse.
They gearing towards dealing with less humans and depending more on artificial intelligence. So Oprah and all of them gonna be still, doing the old model anyway. You know what I'm saying? They still gonna be on the old model anyway. So all that own shit that she got, that shit, her own network and all that, they ain't gonna need none of that shit. They already, all of them know their time is up though. They know their careers ran this course. They all know it's pretty much over.
I mean, a lot of they owe this shit anyway, so do it even matter? They already around the age to retire.
Nah, and it ain't even the fact that they old. It's just that they plan to go a whole new direction as far as the entertainment industry, period. And a lot of these people just ain't needed no more. They not. They're not as valuable as they used to be because they're going in a whole new direction. So a lot of them know their time is up.
The general public ain't even buying into the entertainment business as much as before. You see how all because you can even tell about, you know how you can tell by the award show alone. Like people don't even F with the Academy Awards and the Grammys like that, like people used to.
Nope.
Like people barely even watch that crap.
You know what people watch more of? YouTube.
Yep.
Netflix. Hulu. Like people watch the streaming platforms. They don't. I mean, cable is basically about to become obsolete.
Because people on streaming platforms is more relatable than those folks on television. That's why.
Podcasts. People watch podcasts.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah, shit like that.
People watch content that they more relatable, that they are more relatable to. A lot of this stuff that comes on, you know, the big networks and all that, it ain't relatable.
Yeah, shit, Oprah definitely ain't relatable.
Exactly.
I don't know what the hell she be doing nowadays. That shit just don't.
She started off as relatable, like the Oprah show back in the day was good.
Was good. Yeah, that she. Yeah, that's not. Nothing she's doing is relatable at all, and that's okay. I mean, that's okay. You know, she wanna, be unrelatable and doing the things she's doing now. She got all right to do that, but she just ain't. You know, people just ain't tuning into her like they used to. You know what I'm saying?
She made her bread, so she don't care.
All right.
She made her bread, so that don't even matter. It seemed like
and the fact that and you see that in the fact that you starting to see these celebrities' names in you know in these cases and these different lawsuits, and that's just tell you where it's heading, bro. Like that's just tell you where it's heading. You starting to see a lot more of these people names in lawsuits and criminal cases, and that's just showing you that this whole industry is collapsing anyway.
Right, because that Weinstein stuff was a big hit to the movie industry.
That was the Me Too. That started with the Me Too movement.
And Oprah was behind that.
She was behind all that, right?
She ain't have her own buddy Weinstein. He wasn't a part of her research, her investigative research. That's because she would have had to put herself a part of that. That's why she ain't gonna go tell on herself. So she had to go after the rest of them, like Russell Simmons and Bill Cosby and R. Kelly, to take the heat off herself. Let's be real.
Yeah, because she was catching heat behind that incident over there in Africa with that school.
And then she was catching heat by being best friends with Weinstein all these years. So you mean to tell me you ain't know he was doing all that?
I mean, I think the industry in itself knew what Weinstein was doing. He was inviting them to the hotels and.
Yeah, why did they decide to come after him now? Like he was doing that all those years, all them decades. Why did they decide to come after him the time they did? That makes you wonder, right?
Yeah.
Same thing. I guess we could say the same thing about R. Kelly. You know what I mean? From the P tape all the way till he got thrown in jail. The P tape was decades ago. Why they ain't go after him decades ago?
It was used at the time.
And then they used to make fun. Then they used to make jokes about the stuff at the award shows and at the comedy roast. They made all types of jokes about Weinstein. Oh, don't ever go to his hotel room because you already know.
And R. Kelly became R. Kelly. That P tape thing was him peeing on. I mean, like that. All that became part of people's comedy skits. I mean, you seen Dave Chappelle did, that pee on you skit for the Chappelle show.
Inconsistent.
And then the comedians was talking about it all the time. So yeah, it ain't like everybody didn't know what was going on. They was making jokes out of it. So
right. And the people who came out and said he did something to them, they worked with him multiple times. That's another thing. So if he did it to you the first time, why would you go back and work with him a second and third and fourth time? Yeah, I mean, you said Weinstein did this to you, he did that to you, but then you go back and work with him a second, third, and fourth time after that.
Yeah.
That's another thing. Like, and then with this chick that's going after this Dixon chick that's going after Russell Simmons.
Yeah, that
she just
like
want money.
Yeah, because that sounds like a criminal case.
That sounds like a criminal case, right? Saying that he ripped her clothes off and did all this, and she was screaming no and all that. So you mean to tell me? You mean to tell me you ain't go? Yeah, that's a crime.
That ain't no lawsuit shit. That's a crime.
But she just want the money.
Yeah,
I'm gonna be honest with you. All this shit,
right? That
like I said, it all needs to collapse, man. It's all inconsistent.
That's why this type of shit make me not even want to talk about this dumbass shit, because they be like, all right, y'all. I mean, y'all ain't pressing charges.
Facts.
I mean, like, telling your story, but you ain't pressing no charges. You going?
They just trying to get money in a book deal. Money in a book deal, and she's mad because Oprah didn't put the documentary out.
Yeah, that's a personal thing with her.
It is a personal thing. That's why she subpoenaed.
And the thing, and you know what? And this is that right there opens the lane for Oprah to start getting, demonized in the media. Like, I see what they doing. I kind of see what's going on. That's why I'm saying you starting to see these people's names, and in more of civil suits and criminal cases. You starting to see their names pop up in that type of light. So I'm kind of seeing what's happening here, and I think everybody else can see what's really happening here. They preparing to just get these people up out of here, man. They don't need them.
Good riddance.
Yeah, they don't need them. They just ain't, because the people that's in place trying to, they thinking 20, 30 years ahead. So they're trying to prepare the generation now to accept what's coming 20, 30 years from now. So these Oprah and these Jay-Z's and all these people that Diddy and all, these people is not needed no more. They are for the time that they came in to basically keep niggas at bay. They that ran its course already.
Right.
They don't need them no more. So they're moving in a whole new direction for the future. For the future generations.
Because they don't need them to influence them anymore, because they got social media and the algorithm to influence the youth, and it's been working.
Yeah. So
they don't need these types of gatekeepers no more.
Yeah.
They don't need the same type of celebrity influence that they needed before.
Right.
Because it's a program where everybody's running the program on themselves, so they don't need anybody else to do it.
Yeah, I mean,
you know what I'm saying?
All right. And just to go back to the whole Russell Simmons and the Dixon chick, like why she didn't press charge? Like, he should have went to jail then.
Right.
Like, if
that
you
night
showed up and that nigga did all that night, he should have been arrested.
Facts.
You should have been running out that hotel and going to the police.
Right. Facts. It tell people who quote a brother, a cousin, an uncle, somebody.
I don't just understand how they don't run and press charges when this type of shit happens. You can't say you scared and this and that, because they gonna do the proper investigation. That's what be making me think some of this shit. And I ain't trying to be that type of nigga, you know what I mean, to be like it didn't happen, or you know what I mean. I don't want to be take away from a person being victimized or none of that. But it makes you think, like, why don't y'all press charges when shit like that happen? Like, any other person would go to the police.
You're gonna let the statute of limitations run out.
You like, right?
And you're gonna wait decades later to get some money.
Like, what's more important, the money or getting a nigga locked the fuck up?
The money.
Pardon my French. Like,
the money.
What's more important, the money or getting a nigga locked up?
The money. She want the money, and she's mad at Oprah because Oprah didn't go through with the documentary because she felt like if Oprah would have went through with the documentary, that would have boosted her fame and status up. So she would have been able to come with the book.
Yeah, the documentary came out. Oprah just took her name off of it. I mean,
that's what I'm saying. That's what I meant.
It kind of went dead. Yeah, it went dead because if Oprah was pushing it, then it would have went, further than what it was. But she took her name off of it. So.
Yeah, that's what I meant. Yeah, because she wasn't a part of that. And she said there was too many inconsistencies in her story to put
that's
her
what I
on
was about
there.
to say. And Oprah realized there was some bullshit going on within that story. There was some holes going on within the story, and she just ain't want to set herself up for that.
Right.
Especially she was already going through that shit over there in Africa with that school and all that. So yeah, I don't know, bro.
More the clown show.
You're about to see a lot more of these people named getting put in that light as far as civil lawsuits, and I feel like this is like the beginning of a takedown and shit. And it just ain't black celebrities too. They going after everybody that was in position that they don't need no more.
Yeah, they went at Weinstein and Epstein. That tells you something right there.
Including CEOs of corporations as well. So they ain't fired over 1,800 CEOs of these corporations. So that's just telling you where they're going with this shit. They don't need the people that's in position no more. They don't need them. That's why a lot of people getting fired from them jobs, government jobs and all that. They don't need them.
Automated, artificial intelligence, automated.
Right. They're putting the whole world on an automated system.
Facts. Yep. And you see, most people ain't even prepared for that. Most people don't even know that's even coming. That's the thing. Most people don't even know that's coming. People's head is in the clouds. They don't know what's going on out here for real. And that's the real reason why they destroying the industry, because if they wasn't, they intentionally destroying the industry so they could give it a makeover. That's the only reason why they went after Epstein and Weinstein and all of them. Because you got to think about it. Right. They was in control of the people who's supposed to be going after them. So who decided to go after them? Think about it. Who decided to go after these individuals when they were the ones that was controlling the ones who's supposed to be going after them? Think about that. These are some powerful individuals who work with law enforcement and all of them closely and had them doing some things. Some of the law enforcement and all of them that's supposed to be going after them is probably a part of those tapes and those trafficking and all of that. So who decided to go after them?
Right. They didn't burn half.
They going after themselves?
So we see where they going. They didn't burn half. They didn't burn half of California up, so we know exactly.
And Hawaii.
And Hawaii, we know exactly what they doing with this shit, bro.
Nigga, they burnt a big percentage of the Amazon down, the Amazon rainforest. They burnt that down.
Because all this shit tie into it. The burnings, all the fires and shit, all that shit turn into it because there's a whole new industry that's coming about. So they need this. They need the space, and they don't need these. And they don't need these celebrities in place no more. They don't need these workers in place no more because they go into a whole new industry. So all this shit play a part. Oprah name being mentioned and there's some subpoena shit to go to court. Best believe that's tied into it because, like we said, you're gonna start seeing a lot more of these people names in the media behind some shit like this.
Right. AI is gonna be the new gatekeeper.
Now, how many phone calls you think? When as soon as Oprah name hit the media with this type of shit, how many phone calls you think she probably got behind this shit?
You already know.
How many people you think stepped back for a minute? You know what I'm saying? How many deals she probably had that just pulled out like, nah, we don't want to be a part of this. Because anything in their name in the media with any type of shit like that, people are pulling out. That's just what they do.
Pretty much.
Just what's happening. That's just what happens.
Yeah, this industry is definitely collapsing. They definitely getting rid of these individuals, these so-called gatekeepers, because they replacing the gatekeepers with an artificial intelligence system. Because you gotta think about it, social media itself and artificial intelligence is the gatekeepers now. Just think about how they run in these social media platforms. Artificial intelligence is gatekeeping for the social media platforms. And what's bigger than social media right now? All these big time celebrities have to go be on social media to even stay relevant anymore. You know what I'm saying? They have to do content with the big social media influencers now. People who didn't come from Hollywood,
Yeah,
but just
so right, because you'll
so
see.
that goes to show you and who's
Yeah,
gatekeeping the
prime
people from
example.
social media. Artificial intelligence is.
Yeah, like you start to see like little streamers do content with like you know A-list celebrities. Like you know what I mean, Will Smith. You'll see him doing content with streamers. Kevin Hart be doing content with streamers like Casanat. They be like these different streamers
Right.
be booking these celebrities to come in. I'm talking about like the A-list niggas be coming in and doing
Right.
content with them. Just because that's the new, that's what I'm saying, that's the new generation, that's the new
Right.
wave. So they're gonna get in where they fit in with that. Like you said, those people is kind of replacing, those people.
And who's gatekeeping now? We know who gatekeep the celebrities, the old industry, but who gatekeep the social media influencers? Artificial intelligence.
These platforms, the Facebooks, the Googles, the Meta. I would say Meta because that's Instagram and Facebook.
Yeah.
So Meta, Google.
Right.
Shit, that's about the two biggest right there. Meta and Google. Shit.
Facts. Yeah, that is
That's the two biggest platforms right there. Meta and Google.
Right. Right.
And you thinking, and they setting up the social credit system with that. So a lot of the content now is based off, it's gonna be based off that. So it's not gonna be like you gotta wait around for a YouTube check or a Meta check. Like now it's gonna be day-to-day content. You getting paid for the content that day that you put out. It's gonna go into your wallet. So you got Facebook got a hyperlink wallet. I think YouTube is starting, or Google gonna have their wallet, and you're gonna be basically doing content and getting paid right then and there. You're not gonna have to wait for a check.
And everybody have access to it.
So that's kind of like the Hunger Games and Squid Games type of shit. Like you remember the Squid Games when they played, the Squid Games that day, they dumped that money into the ceiling that very day. Or what's the movie Black Mirror?
Yep.
That third episode with the nigga from Get Out.
Right.
Remember they was getting paid as they was doing their activity.
Facts.
They was getting paid the credit. They credit money was going into their credit, basically into their wallet. So that's the new model anyway. That's the new shit that's going on. So
that's how they're gonna control everybody.
That's how, yeah.
Because you ain't gonna get paid if you're in there talking about stuff that they don't want you to talk about. So they don't even need these gatekeepers no more. They're gonna have AI do it. AI detect something on your account of you saying something or doing something that they don't agree with the agenda.
That's
you automatically gonna go to Facebook jail, Meta jail, whatever.
Yeah, that's now. Now that's in place now, but only thing they didn't.
But more people's gonna be dependent on that though.
Right, because the social credit shit attached to that.
Yeah, and the thing is, they getting rid of other jobs, and only way people gonna be getting paid is by what they doing on social media, because you ain't gonna have these other jobs out here. Everything is about to be replaced with artificial intelligence.
So you know what?
All the way up from big government office, all the way down to the person who's collecting your trash and mowing your lawn. All that is going to be automated. Artificial intelligence. You're gonna have humanoid robots, droids, drones, all types of running everything.
Damn. Shit, that's right.
Nah, but it's not. Nah, but you still got people out there who got regular jobs though.
Yeah.
I'm talking. All them people haven't been replaced yet, but they're in the process of doing it. That's why they firing all these individuals, starting with the government. That's what that whole Doge thing is about.
So what they did was open up these platforms for everyone to be creators, even if you're a person that just posts on a daily. Like you can monetize just posting, on a daily basis. So that's why Meta had opened the platform up to everybody being monetized, but you just gotta meet a certain requirement. You gotta, you gotta reach a certain requirement, certain amount of followers or whatever, and then it just unlock, like it automatically unlocks the monetization.
Right.
Same thing with YouTube. Like you get enough hours and it just automatically unlocks. There's no human.
And that's the only way you're gonna be able to make bread anyway and get your credits, because that's what it's because that's all it's gonna be.
So they basically making everybody work for these platforms.
Right.
That's gonna be the job. The new job is everyone partaking in social media and getting paid for it. That's gonna create a loophole. That's gonna create a lot of chaos too.
That's the loophole to get rid of free speech, freedom of speech, and all of that. Because you ain't gonna be able to say nothing because they could just freeze your account and you won't be able to do anything. Because your money and everything is gonna be attached to that. You won't even be able to order a damn Uber Eats meal or DoorDash meal if they don't like what you say online. You won't even be able to get into a grocery store because that's automated. They making that automated to the point where you got to be able to you're either something on your phone or a chip that they might start implanting niggas with. Order to even get into a grocery store, you're gonna have to scan and they have to let you in. So
and that rings true.
Don't like,
that rings true because if you say some shit right now on YouTube and you monetize, nigga, they just
demonetize
you. They demonetize your page or terminate your shit based off
of shadow ban you.
And they don't need a human to do that. They just the AI detects some shit you said in your live stream or in your video, and they just snatch your page down, or they demonetize your video or demonetize your channel. So that's the point we making. That they doing it already now, but it's gonna be more. It's gonna be more, more regulations with it as more people join in on the part, in the social media shit. They gonna have
if we let the wicked automate everything, we in trouble.
They about 60-70% in with the automated shit anyway, bro. I mean, it goes back to the phone calls. You don't even get to talk to a human no more. Everything is AI. Please press 2 if you want to speak. You know what I mean? It's all that shit. And they've been doing that since the early 2000s. Press 2 if you want to speak to, or press 3 if that's all auto. You don't get a human on the phone no more. It's just all automated shit. So they already started early on with that anyway, and they're more advanced with it now.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? It's more.
And you know what's crazy? Bro. You see how Trump adding all these 25% tariffs and all this tariffs and all this stuff. He's doing it on the auto industry. You know they trying to force everybody to not own a vehicle, so you would have to go public and automated car services like Uber and all that, or Tesla taxi that they coming out with. And he's saying you gotta realize even all the American cars get their parts and stuff from overseas, so there'll be tariffs on it, except for companies like Tesla. You see that? So it forced, because cars would be so damn expensive, nobody would be able to buy them, so everybody would be using automated transportation to get around, which means they'd be able to control you through that. Because if you say something on social media they don't like, you won't even be able to catch an Uber or a Tesla taxi. They trying to take away people private ownership of transportation. That's what I'm saying. It don't matter who's in office. The agenda is still going to be the same no matter who's in office.
I tell you what,
it's chess. chess, not checkers.
They ain't gonna last that long. I'll tell you that. But they not banking on
It's a
people
dumb
from.
deal out here, bro.
I mean, but because you still have a generation of people that was before the internet and after internet. So they're banking more on 20, 30 years from now anyway. Us people like us gonna be long dead and gone. You know what I mean? They're trying to train this younger generation to accept the shit that's coming. Not us. They getting rid of people like us. We up out of here. I mean, we'd be dead and going anyway. About time they really, get to where they want to, get this agenda. They thinking about the children.
That's why they poisoning everything.
Yeah, exactly.
They killing off. They want to kill off a lot of the population because they know a lot of the population ain't gonna go for this mess. So they want to kill everybody off. So what they do is they attack us through the medical system. They attack us through our food supply, our water supply, the air, and everything else. They poisoning everything. And as soon as we go to try to get some help, because we sick, they poison us some more with the meds that they give us. Because they trying to kill off a big chunk of the people so they can bring in this automated AI system. Because that's how they going to control everybody. That's their goal, to control everybody through this automated AI system. They hook everything up to it. Yet the way you get paid, how you travel, how you eat, everything is going to be hooked to this damn automated system. And all they have to do is press one button and you won't have access to nothing in the society. They tested it with the COVID stuff. When they were doing the lockdowns and nobody's able to get into here unless they had this and had this on their face, and unless they, then they was going to move to unless you get jabbed, you ain't going to allow to eat at restaurants. They're going to be able to track all that with the AI and automated system. That's their plan. That's their plan. Let's just be real. Everything will be hooked to social media. Social credit scores. If your social credit score is low, you won't be able to get to a grocery store. You won't be able to get a Tesla taxi, because that's what's going to be the Tesla taxi. No steering wheel, nothing. Just some automated thing driving you around to your destination.
Yeah,
you won't even be able to get that.
They got them now. In certain
exactly.
California.
They just haven't launched it full force yet.
Las Vegas, California. You can get a Tesla taxi. You can get a taxi, autonomous taxi now. Shit.
Nah, but you gotta understand that the goal is to take away public ownership.
Yeah. Right.
To take away public ownership. Of private ownership of vehicle of transportation. So you won't be able to own your own car. The only way to get around is everybody's going to be on this automated call up a Tesla taxi to get you to your destination. But if they don't like what you said on social media that day, you won't be getting nowhere.
I'm sorry.
You won't even be able to order a damn Tesla taxi to get anywhere. You ain't gonna be able to own a vehicle.
Listen to what I'm saying. This is for y'all future generation. Because people like us we're gonna be gone. Because they realize people like us ain't gonna fall for it, because we're before the internet and after the internet. So
facts.
They know we're not gonna put up with it. So they need to get rid of us. That's who they need to get rid of. That's what they're trying to do. They're trying to get rid of the people that, so they bank. So this is for y'all in the future, man. If y'all let these people take this shit over like that, and y'all don't fight against this shit, then
bro, I don't think we all gonna be long and gone, because they got this is in place now.
Yeah, but
it'll take them another 10 years and they have it all in place.
Yeah, but you gotta realize something though. It's a certain generation that's just not gonna go along with certain shit, because we already been programmed a certain way coming up anyway. You know what I'm saying? Like, we already been programmed a certain way from the old way of thinking. With this new shit they coming about, this is for the generations that's coming. You know what I'm saying? It's more so for them, because it's certain shit we just not gonna go for it, and they know that. That's why they want to poison every damn thing, because they need to get rid of a certain part of the the population.
I don't know, because they got our generation and the generations before. Everybody's on social media, bro, bowing down to social media guidelines. So I don't know. I think they got us all anyway. They got us all anyway because we're all on social media. Social media is everybody's life now. Yeah, I mean, and social media is where they're going to centralize everything. That's why they combine. That's why platforms like X, Elon Musk is planning on starting this big financial thing through where people's able to get their paychecks and everything through X and do all your shopping on X. So if you say something on X that they don't like, all that, they could just turn your money off. They can turn your money off. They can shut your account down, and all that's going to be hooked to everything. It's going to be hooked to your transportation, because you got to think about it. Look what they did to some of the people like Andrew Tate and all. Did you hear what he said? He said once they hit him with the case and everything, they shut everything down. He couldn't get on no social media. He said he couldn't even order an Uber. He couldn't even get DoorDash or Uber. He couldn't even get Uber Eats or order an Uber to get anywhere. Bro, and look, everybody's on social media. Our generation, the younger generation, everybody's already accepting it already. That's the crazy thing about it. And then they make it enticing by you being able to monetize your social media account. But only if you follow their guidelines will you get paid. And they got these influencers out here making so much money and making it flashy that everybody want to be a content creator now. So they already got us, bro. They already got us. We already in the mindset. You gotta think about it. All this was just training wheels to get us all on this system. And most of us is on it. Mm-hmm. Most of us is on it, bro. Most of us is on social media now. Everybody's content creators now. Everybody whipping out their phones and posting up content, trying to make money on Meta, or trying to make money on Instagram, or trying to make money on YouTube or whatever. Or not even, some people ain't even trying to make money. They just trying to be seen on there. And they follow the guidelines so they can be seen. So they already got us, man. They already got us. They, like you said, it's about 60 to 70% completed. Now they just got to get the government behind it. And that's what Elon Musk and Trump is doing right now. That's why I say it don't matter who's in office. All of them have the same agenda at the end of the day.
They all got to bow down to the technocrats.
Facts.
The bureaucrats is the old model. The technocrats is what's running this shit now. So I'm trying to tell you that, and that's the point we was trying to make. Like, I understand people want to still be Republican and Democrat, but the technocrats run this shit now.
Facts.
It's the tech companies that's running everything now. It's not none of that shit in office. None of that shit is becoming obsolete. The tech company. That's why Elon was so bold to say that by 2031 there'll be a AI president. Why would he make that statement? Because the technocrats run this shit. I know people like to think that the Democrats and Republicans is still, you know what I mean? But nah, the technocrats run this shit now.
Facts.
And we've been saying that shit. We've been saying that shit on this channel. But nobody listens. Nobody wants to listen. People think they got it all
set up.
It's being set up, bro.
Mm-hmm. Everybody's being set up right now. By both parties. Because both parties is in cahoots with this agenda.
Because if you think about how the technocrats is trying to set this shit up, it's making the other parties, they gonna have to bow down to that shit. I mean, watch a show called American Gods that came on Stars. American Gods showed you that in that series, that the old gods versus the new gods. The new gods was artificial intelligence. The old gods was like the Greek mythology gods and Jesus and the ancient gods and all. They was the old gods. The new gods was the new technology, artificial intelligence, and there was a war between them two in that series.
About worshipers, who can get the most worshipers?
Who can get the most worshipers?
And social media, the gods of the social medias, they was getting the most worshipers.
They was getting the most worshipers. Okay. The technocrats run this shit now, man.
All right.
Because and this is proof. This is proof. Why was the technocrats able to shut down Trump shit?
Mm-hmm.
Why was their shit able, you know what I mean? Just think about it. Why was they able to shut his shit down?
Right. They took down his Shopify shop. They took down his Twitter account at one point before Elon owned it. Now he got a technocrat in his office. He's doing commercials in front of the White House for this technocrat. Think about that. And that 25% tariff on the automotive industry, that's going to benefit Tesla. Because Tesla do get all their parts and stuff. All that stuff is done in the United States. So all the cars, all the other companies that get their stuff imported from other countries, all the Fords and all them, American companies, they're not even in America anymore. So this automotive thing is these tariffs is only going to benefit Tesla, because that's who they want. They want the Teslas and all that to take off, because they want people to depend on automated driving. So people give up they ownership of their private vehicles, because they want to take away private transportation, period. And they want United States to be ahead of all of that. They want the United States to be at the forefront of all that. That's why Trump's in office now. It ain't about no Democrat, ain't about no Republicans. It's about where they going with this whole entire system. And it's all going to be controlled by automation and artificial intelligence.
That's all.
And it's all going to be connected to your social media account, your social media profile, which is going to be connected to a digital ID.
That's all this agenda is about now.
That's all it's about. It ain't about shit else. It ain't about nothing else, y'all. That's all it's about. That's all it's about. That's their whole agenda, is to get everything ran by an automated system and artificial intelligence and centralize everything on these social media platforms. Down to your paycheck, down to your groceries, everything. Everything is going to be about that. So when they come after you and you say something that they don't like, Facebook jail is going to have a whole new different meaning. That means you ain't going to be able to order an Uber. You ain't going to be able to order no food. You ain't going to be able to go to no grocery store. You ain't going to be able to spend your money when they shut your account down, when they put you on a 30-day suspension, a 3-day suspension.
And see, this is where the issue gonna come in at, because now you've seen it all the way up to the Supreme Court. They put a law in place to make homeless illegal. So why would they make homeless illegal? Because they plan on having a lot of homeless people behind this fucking system that's coming about. It's going to leave a lot of people homeless.
Facts.
It's going to leave a lot of people left behind and homeless. But you can't have, and they're not going to want to have a whole lot of homeless people in the streets.
So you're going to get universal basic income. That's what's coming. Universal basic income, where everybody gets the same amount of money and same amount of credits, basically to do everything you need to do to take care of yourself. And the automated system is going to control it all. Because you got to think, the prices is not going down. They getting higher and higher and higher. Soon, nobody's going to be able to afford rent or mortgage. Nobody's going to be able to afford nothing. That's their plan. So they have to come with a solution, and the solution is going to be universal basic income that they're going to give to you in digital currency.
And you can look up that right now, universal income.
Yep, universal basic income. And if you do something they don't like, you say something they don't like, they could turn your universal basic income off anytime they feel like it. And they could track everything you do through your social media platform and your digital ID.
Well, one thing I know, that system like that ain't gonna last long. I mean, people.
Hell no, they ain't gonna last long. People gonna tear that shit apart.
Yeah, you just can't control. People are just not meant to be controlled in that way. You know what I mean? So we know it's not gonna last that long. It's not. It's not. That system like that is not going to last that long. Hell
I
no.
don't know why people don't. I don't know how people can't see that that's what's forming in the background as they got us distracted with all this BS, this Oprah stuff and this Russell Simmons stuff, this Jay-Z and Diddy stuff. All that stuff is a distraction. All that stuff is a distraction and the real moves that they making.
Yeah, and the thing is, it's all part of the same agenda. It's still all part of it, because they just showing us that they don't need these people that's in place anymore.
Facts.
And it being as though that they can't just outright throw people in jail, or they have to start creating some propaganda shit against them in order to start taking these people down, because they can't outright. It's either they're gonna take you out or they just gonna just create a whole propaganda campaign against you. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
That would be the only way they could take some of these celebrities that's in place. I mean, you would have to hurt them financially because they know too much. So they would have to hurt them financially. So what way to do that? Start putting a name, propaganda, in the media. That way advertisers and shit will start backing out. And that's just
facts.
That'll crumble they shit right there. Put smut on their name in the media and make all the advertisers back out.
Right.
Make all these sponsors back out. I mean, that Kanye, that's what he was talking about. Like, that's why he started going at those, a certain group real heavy, because he knew that's what they was doing anyway. You target you target them in a certain way, put their name in the media in a certain way, and that way all the advertisers just back the hell out.
Right.
You freeze it, and then your accounts will get frozen.
Facts.
Look at Wendy Williams' account got frozen. She said no to the Jizz ad, and they froze her accounts. And they basically kicked her out, deleted her show, put somebody else, put another Negro in place, and take her show, take her place. They deleted all her social medias and shit. And she was like, and they basically threw her ass in the elder home.
Facts. And Adidas was able to get Apple to freeze all of Ye's money on Apple Pay.
Yeah.
He had millions of dollars in Apple Pay, and Adidas went to Apple and told him freeze the money. You know what I'm saying? So that goes to show you right there. That's giving us a glimpse of what they got planned for all of us.
So, I mean, this shit ain't far-fetched, so it's not a conspiracy theory, because we just giving you.
It ain't no theory, man. They making real moves towards this shit.
Facts, because we just trying to give y'all, references of shit that's happening right before our eyes.
Facts. They got us distracted.
Yeah, like you can't say anything on these platforms without censoring your shit or terminating your shit, or striking your shit because they say you committed something against the guidelines.
Community guidelines.
Yeah, community guidelines. That's the new constitution. I would say the community guidelines of these platforms is the new constitution.
And celebrities been living by that for years.
That's the digital constitution that we living by. So they're trying to basically override, the amendments we got in place, basically, and have everybody, follow these community guidelines of these platforms.
And that's the only reason why they letting people eat on social media. The only reason why they letting people eat on social media, because they have to make it enticing for people to put their lives on there. So so you can make money on social media and you can get fame on social media. And they know most people in the world have insecurities. So a lot of people want to be famous in the world, but then you have to go through the BS of following their guidelines in order to do anything. that's basically, they've been running the whole entertainment industry like that. Celebrities been living by that code for years. They community guidelines. If they go on TV and act out a script, they're all their endorsement, all the people who's endorsing them are back off, and they lose all their money, and they make them look crazy. Same now they just transferred it to social media to where the general public have access to the same stuff that the celebrities had access to before social media. Now regular person off the street can become famous through their social media account now and make a whole bunch of money, but you got to follow the community guidelines. And the community guidelines will always be based on whatever agenda that the system got going in place. So if you say anything that's against the system, they're going to take they're going to take your money. They're going to demonetize you. They're going, you know what I mean? The algorithm ain't going to push your stuff. Or if the algorithm do push you, it's going to be all negative news. And it's going to be in everybody's feed. So you got to understand, they're rolling it, the same thing that they've been doing to the celebrities for years. Now they rolling it out to the general public.
Yeah, that's the way they're able to control this through the algorithm.
That's how they're able to control the masses now.
Because if you basically, it's going to be based on whatever you tuning into to watch the most. That's the shit you're going to get fed the most. You know what I mean?
Right.
So, and it's all automated. It's automatic shit. You watch 3 videos about fixing a car, all of a sudden you got all this car shit on your timeline. You know what I'm saying? So if you watching negative shit all day, then that's what's going to be on your timeline all day.
Nah, I'm starting to notice that it don't matter what you watch on your timeline.
I know it's starting to
put more stuff in your algorithm that you're not even watching.
Yeah, that's another thing too.
It started like that.
Force feeding the content to people.
Facts. Bro, they switched it up, because if it was like that years ago, that whatever you watch, that's what they gonna show on your feed. But they don't do that no more, bro. They tweaked it. Now they put what they want on your feed now, and they say, oh, it's suggested for you. Everything is suggested. And it'd be shit that you don't even F with.
Right.
Yeah, they gotta ease their way in. See, that's what a lot of us don't realize, how they do it. See, they started off make it look all innocent, like, oh, you could go on your social media and monetize and make money just by posting videos of yourself online and streaming all day and being online and showing your life online, when really they setting us up to we show our life online, which means we're making it public, so the law could come in and examine what you're doing and see what you're doing as make you guilty of something, so they could come after you, just in case that they don't like what you're saying on there. See, we allowing them into our homes now with this 24-hour surveillance. Before the internet age, we are, a lot of us knew that, oh, we don't want the government in our homes 24/7. We don't want these. We used to think that the cable boxes was watching us. We was like, we don't even really like these cable boxes, because we know they probably put cameras in there. But they don't even have to do that no more. We are voluntarily giving them consent to be in our homes 24/7. Like, this is a whole new world that we moving into. And the wicked is, if we let the wicked control this system, man, we're done for. We're done for.
People going. I'm just be honest.
This wickedness, we can't let.
I think certain shit is going to happen regardless, because we
done for, bro.
Because we need to be taught a lesson. So I think a lot of it's going to happen anyway. Because everything is is testing it anyway. Everything tests the spirit anyway. So I feel like a lot of this shit is going to happen to put people to the test.
We're done for.
I mean,
just think about how people basically snitch on themselves online now. Like, just think about the type stuff that people put on camera and they go live with. People go live committing crimes, bro. Stuff that people would never got on camera back in the day. Like, yo, turn that camera off. We about to do something. But now, like,
got a lot of
the camera on. We going to do something.
Or you just got a lot of people talking this shit. They get on these podcasts and they start talking about shit that
too.
They would never talk about. Like niggas be talking about crimes they did and all types of shit. Like, damn, nigga, Like, and it be OGs talking like that. I'm like, damn.
Facts.
OG, you wouldn't even talk like this 30 years ago. OG, you would tell a person get this damn camera out my face.
Right.
But now they just whoop. So let me take that back. Let me take back some of the shit I said.
That's why I was trying to tell you earlier.
Hold on. Let me talk. Let me just do that. Let me take back some of the shit I said earlier about.
But go ahead. Let me
just take back some of the shit I said earlier about, you know what I mean, about us not going for certain shit, a certain generation not going for the agenda they pushing. Let me take that shit back. Because I'm seeing OGs, 60, 70 years old online, acting like fucking teenagers. They wouldn't even be like this 30, 40 years ago. I'm seeing OGs come online on podcasts and talk about crimes and shit that they did. I'm like, yo. Or talk like, you know what I mean? Or act a certain way. I'm like, these niggas is old as hell, 50 years old. And these niggas is acting like they still in high school. So let me take that back. What I said. Now you might have the older generation that, you know, I'm talking about people that's like 70 years, you know, 75.
Even they getting years, on there talking, bro.
Old, 80 years up. You know what I mean? That 80 years old and shit like that. But then once again, I can't even rule them out because we've seen that age group get on the internet and act up as well. I mean, we got one nigga in the White House right now. He's 70-something years old. He act like the niggas on social media.
Right.
So you know what I mean? So I can't even excuse them.
They have to though, because that's part of the script, because they want everybody on especially whoever goes in office, they have to do that because that's where they want the whole world. They want the whole world to go in that direction of putting everything on social media so everything can be centralized. Like, just think about it. Just think about what the FBI had to go through back in the day to get a profile as detailed as some people's Facebooks. Like, they had to do a lot of groundwork to get that information. But now people voluntarily put that information in their Facebook and their LinkedIn, whatever they're using.
Yeah, like remember when they had to do investigations and shit, they had to dig in trash cans and dumpsters and shit. All they ain't got to do that no more.
They ain't got to do none of that, bro.
They ain't got to do that no more because everybody has, you know, a digital footprint on social media.
Facts.
So they able to track everything you did ever since you signed on to social media
by clicking one button.
Yeah, they can just track every move you made on everything you said, every move you made on social media,
everything you bought, everything. Yeah. They got you on camera buying the murder weapon. You know what I mean? They got you on camera because all they gotta do is let the AI do it. Because once they get the profiles are automatically put into place by the AI. AI is creating profiles on everybody in the world right now who's on social media. So and it's connected to everything you do, where you shop at, where you go to school at, where you work at. Every camera is attached to that profile, so they can actually go and draw up the footage of you doing something that if they wanted to go investigate on you. Yeah, they don't have to dig through trash no more to see where you bought the murder weapon that off somebody.
Yeah, but Web3 is gonna put all your shit out there. Blockchain gonna be transparent all your goddamn moves for the public to see. Everybody gonna see what everybody's doing. That's the thing. That's the difference. Web3 is gonna make everybody see what everybody's doing.
Facts. But everybody see what everybody's doing right now because everybody voluntarily posts everything they do on social media now.
Yeah, but it still ain't that. You're gonna be your shit forced to gonna be out. It's gonna be forced to be out there now. Every move you make is gonna be transparent.
And the only reason why they gonna get away with it because everybody's already volunteering to put all the information out there anyway.
They trained us.
They trained us. Yeah, it was a psychological programming. But just think about it. You go on people's Facebook, you'll see where they went to eat, what they ate, who they with, who they been, where they shop, everything. Like a whole detailed profile of individuals, of day-to-day stuff that they do, whether it's legal or illegal. Because people put illegal things on there It don't matter if they doing legal things or illegal things. They putting it on their damn Instagram story and their Facebook page. So that it's every generation.
Yeah,
it ain't just. You know what I mean? It's every generation that's doing that. The older folks and the younger folks.
Yeah, that's why I had to
I'm
back
telling
I
you.
said a little bit earlier, because they got everybody following these guidelines and shit. They got everybody following these guidelines, and you make one false move and your shit, you crap out.
That's the only thing they need to get in place. They need to get the government. They got to get the government. They got to go to the Supreme Courts and the Congress and all that. And once they start tweaking the laws to fit more, so then it's done deal. Game over.
So if the technocrats, they lobbying these politicians because they got the upper hand as far as monetary. That'd be Google, Meta. Monetary wise, they got the money to turn out the lights, so it's nothing for them to pay off these people to put these guidelines in place.
Fact.
It's nothing for them to do that now because they got monetary gain over our government, and that's the point I'm trying to make to people that still think it's about Democrats and Republicans. The technocrats got the monetary gain over our government. They took our shit over already. So why you think Elon is able to stand up there in the White House with his kid sitting on his neck, his son telling Trump to shut up? Like, what are we doing? How the hell we get to that point where a technocrat's child is telling the president to shut up and shit like that? That's just showing y'all who really run this shit. So get that Democrat Republican shit out your head right now, because it ain't about that. It ain't about that shit no more. They doing away with the old model. Like I told you, the Constitution is gonna be nothing but paper to wipe your ass on, because these community guidelines that these platforms we on is running this shit.
Exactly.
Nigga, you could say, you could have freedom of speech all day, but I bet you can't come on these platforms and have freedom of speech. I bet you they shut your shit down by tomorrow if you claiming that freedom of speech shit. I bet you they shut it down by tomorrow.
Right.
That's the shit we trying to get through the niggas, man. You got freedom of speech, to the old Constitution, but come online and try to talk that shit and see if they don't shut your shit down by morning.
But let's be real, they wouldn't be able to get this system in place on a civilization that didn't deserve it. So obviously we deserve what's happening to us, because we allowing it to take place because the general public is wicked. Just scroll through social media. Look at how wicked everybody is. Look at the type shit that people talk about on podcasts and all of that. It's all about destroying people. That's all people care about. They just want to hear the drama, the tea of somebody getting destroyed.
Because we're in a destructive age right now.
Yeah, so we only get what we deserve.
Everything's about build and destroy. So I think we in the destructive phase where everything is being torn down now and being rebuilt back up. It's like the Great Reset. That's what the Great Reset is all about. Tearing it down, the old shit, and rebuilding.
Well, we going into a high-tech digital prison because the people is allowing it, because the general public is just wicked, dumbed down, stab each other in the back. You know what I'm saying? I just seen a post on one of those media joints talking about something. Would you snitch on your coworker for $57 an hour? Everybody in there said, hell yeah, I'm snitching. I snitch on for less than that. That goes to show you, even like down to the general public in the workforce, how everybody loves to stab each other in the back.
They can say, hell yeah, I snitch on a coworker for 57. That's crazy.
I snitch on my coworker for less. Yeah,
that's crazy,
every comment was a hell yeah, I do it. Hell yeah, I do. That goes to show you what type of society we in. So F it. Yeah, this shit need to come into place. Now I'm rethinking it. Now, as just remembering that post and seeing them thousands and thousands of comments of people saying they snitch on their coworker for $57 an hour. And the niggas saying $57 an hour, but I do it for a Chick-fil-A sandwich. I do it for I do it for free. I do that's all you're seeing down the line. So people love stabbing each other in the back in this society anyway. So F it, this shit all need to collapse anyway, because there ain't nothing but a bunch of wickedness in this world anyway. So yeah, maybe it have to happen. Maybe it have to happen.
Yeah, it's in a destructive age right now.
Because I don't want to be around motherfuckers like that anyway.
Yeah,
I stay away from people like that.
We living in a destructive society right now, boy.
Right.
And I think it's all this shit is meant to happen for for the time that we in. It has to happen. I mean, you think about
wickedness, bro.
If you really think throughout history, there's always been these times. It's nothing new.
This whole gender wars and male against female, that's all you see. Just go through social media, and it don't matter what race, nationality, and race don't matter. It's gender war all around the world now. Man against women. Men talking about how bad they got it. Women talking about how bad they got it, and they going at each other, basically saying who got it worse and who's the worst and who does this more and who do that more. That goes to show you the destruction. Yeah, well, this shit do need to be destroyed. F it.
It's doing
all this shit need to be destroyed anyway. F it.
Inevitable.
That's the only reason why they able to take over and put this wicked digital prison in place, because the people was wicked. Because if the people wasn't wicked and wouldn't be so quick to stab each other in the back, they would never be able to pull a system off like this on the people. So the only reason why they able to pull off a wicked system like this on the people, because the people was fucking wicked. So hey,
yeah, well, it's the time. It's the time for it, bro. This is the time to destroy.
It ain't no real people here. It's a small percentage of the real ones out here. Everybody else are willing to sell their co-worker out for $57 an hour, no matter how petty it is, and ruin people's lives.
Yeah,
that post made me mad as hell reading those comments. I'm like, I'm like, the world is filled with a bunch of suckers, yo. A bunch of backstabbing suckers. The world is filled with a bunch of I don't want to be nowhere around individuals like that. So yeah, this shit do need to take place.
It's doing that. It's doing that regardless.
Yep. It need to. As I'm thinking about this now, I need to just going through social media and just seeing the mindset of how wicked everybody is. F these people on this planet. That's how I be feeling a lot of times. F these people on this planet, because they ain't nothing but a bunch of backstabbing ass niggas on this planet. And that it ain't about black or white people, black people. No, it's just humans, period, are like that. And I don't know what the hell's been done to us for us to be this damn wicked these days. I don't know what happened. Why everybody quick to throw each other under the bus, stab each other in the back, and you feel like order to uplift whatever community you in, you got to tear down another community. Why do we think like that? Why are we like this?
It's always been like that, bro. Yo, we need y'all to smash that like button, man. If we over 100, yeah, we over 100. All right, so we definitely appreciate y'all. Let me see it. Yeah, we almost 2 hours in.
Yeah, we
got
me on here ranting, just think about how whack everybody, losers, slackers.
Yep, we're an hour and a half in. We didn't want to keep y'all too long, but I guess we did. It was certain message that had to get out there.
Facts.
That we had to get out there. So I mean, when we do these streams and we go over, it's meant to be. Certain things is just meant to be said.
Shout out to the real ones for tuning in. Y'all ain't like that. Y'all ain't wicked like that. That's why y'all still tuning in, listening. You know what I mean? Y'all not like that. But the people who hear this type of conversation and click off, that's who I'm talking to. Cause they was probably under that post too. Yeah, I'd sell my co-worker out for $57 an hour. Shoot, I'd do it for less.
That's crazy.
But I would not want to be around motherfuckers like that, bro.
Yeah, fuck that. All that 57.
And if you're on a job site and you're trying to get a job done, you're supposed to be able to depend on your coworker to get the job done, whether you like them or not. If you got somebody that's constantly ready to stab you in the back, how the hell could you even do the job right? That's why most of these places, customer service and all that, suck. Because there ain't nothing but a bunch of wicked people that's working at these industries. So them motherfuckers need to be replaced with AI.
Well, it's being replaced anyway. So
yep, they being replaced anyway. Get them the fuck out of here. So yeah, we need this digital prison to come and get people in check real quick, I guess. So yeah, I ain't even against it 100%. F it. Because I don't even want to live on a planet with a bunch of wicked individuals that's quick to stab you in the back and throw you under the bus. I don't even want to be around niggas like that. Why would you even want to live your life like that? You always got to be on guard from these motherfuckers. You can't just live your life peacefully.
Unfortunately, bro, that's not the society we live in.
Well, F them.
And it's always been.
Bring it on, Mr. Gates and all the rest of y'all that want to destroy. Bring it on. Because it ain't nothing but just wickedness out. Y'all wickedness, get rid of yourselves while y'all at it. F it.
All right, y'all. We
up out of here because we got me on here ranting, thinking about this whack ass individuals, losers and slackers out there.
We're gonna definitely need y'all to hit the like button on this video. Make sure you subscribe if you haven't. Share this video. This video is sponsored by our shop, nightandayherbals.com. Make sure you head over there, take advantage of our sale on all our products on there. We do ship out in a timely fashion, so we appreciate everyone that's tuning in. You know what I mean? We definitely, y'all keep the content flowing. Y'all already know.
Keep it flowing.
Keep the content flowing.
Definitely gotta keep it flowing.
Check out the uploads, all the uploads that we got, and subscribe to Night and Day True Crowns. We just put our content over there. So yeah, man, we're just gonna keep the show rolling. We appreciate everybody that tuned in, the new members, new subscribers. Shout out to y'all that donate and all that. Appreciate y'all, man.
Definitely appreciate y'all.
Smash the like button.
Appreciate everybody who's been shopping with us too. Y'all orders are definitely going out.
Yeah, we shipping everything.
A lot of y'all should have already got y'all orders.
Yeah, you know we just shipped out packages yesterday, so y'all should be getting y'all orders within a few days. Of course, weekends and shit. Y'all already know how they go. But yeah,
right.
So on that note, y'all, we're gonna catch y'all on the next stream.
If you crave nature but still shop online, Night and Day Herbals is your dream come true. Discover premium herbal soaps, shampoos, and CBD products. All organic, all for you. Shop now at nightandayherbals.com.